So, a while back, a YouTuber called James is here made a video called "The Worst Poorly Researched Video on YouTube," and he didn't really react to it, so I am going to react to it. Like, he did have a reaction, but he didn't really have a good reaction per se. So I'm going to try to lighten the mood, and I'm going to see how this is. And I heard the Amazing Top 10, they need to change their name. They are not really that good with names. Anyway, I heard that they have made some of the most poorly researched videos on the internet. This video, some Titanic videos, and even some cruise ship videos. Because half of the time, the writers don't really know what they're doing. And at this point, I don't even care. Amazing Top 10 can take this down. They could basically go and send the police after me for all I care. But someone is going to review this. So, there is no further to say. What do we steam right into? Top 10 scary Thomas engine theories. No pun intended when I said steam into.
All aboard the train to Sodor, where the trains are mistreated and the town is run by a diabolical man.
Okay, from the first few seconds, I can already tell this video is going to be full of nothing but bullocks. They said that the town, it's an island, 1, and 2, they're not trains. Hold on, I'll even rephrase that.
Aboard the train to Sodor, where the trains are mistreated and the town is run by a diabolical man.
Let me rephrase that. All aboard to the train of Sodor, where the engines are treated very nicely, and to the top of that is a good man. There, you could say that. Not to mention, I feel like the writer haven't seen the series at all. Anyway, continuing.
No, I didn't just make that up. That's basically what the show Thomas the Tank Engine is all about.
Actually, you did make that up, and that is not what Thomas and Friends is all about.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10, and welcome to today's video. I'm your host, Lindsay Ivan, and today I'm bringing you the top 10 scary Thomas the Tank Engine theories.
Sure about that? Ain't scary.
So, Thomas the Tank Engine, another show I would never have expected to be scary.
So you're saying just because it's a kid's show, you never expected it to be scary? Yeah, I'm not buying it.
But here we are. Again, let me know in the comments below which show you want me to do a theory on next. Starting off this countdown, we have the tortured trains.
Trains? Trains? Why would they call them trains? They're engines. The train is what they pull. And also, they're not tortured. They're not being tortured at all.
Now, this isn't so much a theory as it actually happens in the show.
What? It never happens.
So basically, if these trains are deemed unworthy or are no longer useful, then they end up being scrapped or dismantled, aka they're killed.
So we're saying that in America, if you do something bad, you either, like, let's say Japanese. Guys, for a tiny bit, there might be a kind of bit of a suicide warning, but in Japan, if you do something very, very bad, like something that's beyond prison worthy, you either get hung or get sliced or whatever they do. They basically almost hang you. Also, basically getting killed. So you're saying that it's good to kill bad people. It's good to kill people when they do extremely bad things, but it's not good to kill engines when they're doing bad things.
Throughout numerous episodes, you even see this happen. There was one episode where they literally pulled the train apart into pieces.
It was a truck. His name was Scruffy. It was also remade after the episode ended.
They hooked him up to another train, and that train kept going until they ripped him in half.
Yeah, so he wouldn't behave.
How messed up is that? Or you have a train that was turned into a generator and his corpse was stuck behind a shed.
Okay, I'm not even gonna say anything about this because I'm just saying James is here, put this very good. He put this pretty good.
There, he just lives motionless for the rest of his life. The trains are terrified of this or worse things happening to them.
How? Besides almost falling off a viaduct, nothing bad has ever happened besides, well, James crashing into some tour wagons, almost exploding at one episode. That was because of an accidental fire on a tanker. But seriously, besides that, how bad can things get?
And they live in constant fear. In one episode, you have the train named Hyro.
What did you just say?
Happening to them, and they live in constant fear. In one episode, you have the train named Hyro.
Okay, first off, that was not an episode. That was a special. And also, it's pronounced Hero, not Hyro.
Hyro is shown living and hiding out in the woods since he is terrified that he is too old and will be deemed useless and then murdered.
Well, he won't get murdered. And not to mention, part of that is kind of true. He thinks that he's basically not worthy of self-preservation or being operation. Anyway, one thing, his hero was hiding there because his crew put him there so that he could wait for spare parts, and they never came until the end of this, until near the end of the special.
Or how about the episode where the manager of the railway totally harassed the train James?
First off, the top of my hat is the controller, not the manager. The manager is someone else we never met before.
He painted him pink so that people would just laugh and make fun of him.
That doesn't make sense. Why would he want to paint James red or pink just so people can laugh? That would give his railway a bad review. Not to mention, what did she say?
Totally harassed the train James. He painted him pink so that people would just laugh and make fun of him.
He painted him pink. That wasn't really that bad. That was just an episode that I hated because it had bad and horrible writing.
As a result, James was humiliated and spent the whole episode hiding in a tunnel. How messed up is that? Coming in at number 9, we have the psychiatric hospital child.
I swear, I will actually destroy something once this ends. This makes no sense!
Now, people have a theory that Thomas the Tank Engine is literally just a child playing with his train set. I mean,
if it's a child playing with train sets, then why is the voice of the man talking in the video a man?
I mean, this would explain why there's only one voice for all of the characters.
CGI series where we have different voices for every character.
And often it's in third person. This child is locked in a psychiatric hospital, and the only toys he plays with are these ones. The child has a very sadistic mind and tortures these trains. In fact, the child imagines himself as Sir Topham. The hospital is These people are now trapped inside the train's bodies and can no longer control our humans.
No, I'm done. They're basically talking about a non-canon series called Shed 17. Right? Why?
Being paralyzed but their eyes. Now, in order to preserve them, Sir Topham placed them on trains, and that's why the trains have gray faces. Because once they're considered useless, then they're sentenced to death. So this theory believes that this show takes... Coming in at number 6, we have the apocalypse.
No. I refuse to believe that one.
So this theory believes that this show takes place in a post-apocalyptic train depot. So apparently don't like engines anymore. They put them on cold, damp sidings, and then they cut them up. How mortifying is that? And how is that even in a children's book? Now, this town still treats the trains pretty poorly. So
it ain't a town, it's a city. Well, it's an island.
It makes me wonder if we think that this is
what
during this time. Then later on you have... So, let me give you one. But turns out the most well-known train out there. Mark with Thomas's PTSD.
I'm done. I don't even care at this point. I'm done. You can go watch the video from James's here. I'm just done at this point. I'm not even gonna review it or even try. They're just adding ridiculous theories in just for the plot hole. Anyway, see ya. Peace. Gotta go break something.